Everyone, welcome back once again to Vicious Rants, and once again I am your host, the one and only, the often imitated, never duplicated, backyard superstar, Tim Vicious. And, well, with this one I got a couple different things I'm going to be shooting on real quick. Shooting on all at once, so wind up popping off tracks. Sorry in advance. Also, if you can't keep up, again, sorry. That's pretty much the same thing, but anyways, fuck it. Raw itself was, well, it was average, 5 out of 5. It was actually interesting to see it start off with a match instead of another frickin' promo. That was good. But then Vince and Tripp were doing the tit for tat shit, and that was fucking stupid. Give them the damn match. Have them do the damn match. It's that simple. That's on how you're gonna pull the crowd really in. Not with that, not with this lame son-in-law against father-in-law kind of feud thing that you guys are starting up now. I mean, it's stupid. Alright, also, trying to think. That, and for the love of God, I know I brought this up before, and this has been sitting on my head for a while now. Enough with the damn plugs for the product placements. I mean, probably the most disturbing and disgusting part of the night wasn't even so much any matches or any promo or any of the matches or any of the wrestlers doing a promos. No, it was seeing Vince McMahon walking straight up to Vicky and with the straightest of faces looked at her and said, "Now swallow." I just want you to take a minute and breathe that in, because that was freaking disturbing. That was god awful. That, and again, having Lawler go and plug the damn greaseball burgers and the fast food. Really, the man's a recovering man, had a heart attack. He's a cardiac patient. I mean, hell, the dirt sheets were making a big hype because about like maybe a month or so ago, he had his first match since his heart attack. But now now you got them doing matches. Now you got them plugging pizzas and bacon burgers and shit like that. Bacon burgers, milkshakes. Why don't you just have him go and do a fucking promo for Plavix or Lipitor? I mean, you might as well, with the amount of shit that you're forcing down his throat. But honestly, Jerry doesn't even need to be in that company anymore. The man's got his own indie promotion that he runs. He goes and he does about maybe a couple. Before the heart attack, he would have about maybe 50 or about maybe 60 to 100 matches within a year. I mean, he's literally got it made right now because on how long he's been in the business. He's good. He don't need to do shit with it. Alright? But, yep, other than all, and the other thing getting pissed off over also, the damn storylines. I know they just fired the head creative writer. And I brought this up before. Interesting idea. Yeah, you get me, if you put Paul Heyman, me, my clique, everyone that I always wind up plugging on here, I'll wind up showing that list in a bit. You wind up putting all of us in the creative team, have us working with the creative team, guaranteed, we could wind up making something. We'd make something. We'd make it beautiful, amazing, stuff that people would actually like to talk about. You'd actually wind up seeing pro wrestling being talked about like it's an everyday thing. Just like you see people talking about, hey Bob, did you catch the baseball game? Hey Mike, did you see that football game last night? You'd see things like that all the time. You'd see it like that because we'd give you interesting stories. We'd actually have the wrestlers wrestle. We wouldn't have them going off of scripts 24/7 to where you can obviously tell people are. you know? But instead, what do? You decide to basically just throw whatever you can up against the fucking wall and see whatever the fuck sticks. Also, the best part of the night was, actually, two big parts of the night were really good for me. In my opinion, anyway. One, Daniel Bryan versus Seth Rollins. Amazing match they had in 2009, and they had an amazing match in 2013. They could pull it off then, they could still pull it off now. That, and also, believe it or not, I wound up finally, after years of being the backyard core legend, I finally made my Monday Night Raw debut. And if you missed it by some odd chance, well, I happen to have it right here for you all to see. Look. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Which is funny because I wound up putting that tweet out there just as a little poke at them, because they were saying Rollins is the best pure champion they have, and I was making a jab saying Daniel Bryan was the Ring of Honor pure champion. And funny thing is, I didn't even notice they put me on there at first. My phone wound up lighting up like the 4th of fucking July. Everyone telling me, you're on there, and I had to rewind it and catch it to make sure. Because I thought everyone was just messing with me and pulling my leg at first. But anyways, that was the only good match. You know why that was pretty much the only good match? Because you had guys that knew each other and had chemistry. Not saying that everyone in the back don't know each other, because you wind up working with so many people for so long, you wind up eventually knowing everyone in there. Whether it's the guy that just sets up the ring, or the person that works on the pyros or whatever. But the fact is, get people to work with each other, go over chemistry, you know? Yeah, you don't always need to have, you're going to need to talk to them in the back sometimes, like, alright, yeah, maybe we can go and do this, and it can lead into that. But, you know, I mean, case in point, when I was wrestling, my old tag team partner, Tommy, me and him, when we were feuding with each other after we split, and we started going into singles, when we split, we had matches with each other, we went over stuff with each other, but we'd go over it a few days in advance, and next thing you know, when we'd go into the ring, it would just be like that. We knew what we were doing because we knew how to work. If you're going to have guy A feud with guy B, have them meet, have them talk, and have them do some warm-ups with each other or something, you know? Do something to get them moving, so that way they get an understanding. You know, but it's that, but anyways, the other big thing that's driving me nuts, the real lack of promoting the pay-per-view more so than the music or whatever they're gonna have for the pay-per-view anymore. I mean, yeah, it's the only big things that I'm really seeing them hype up for this pay-per-view coming up, Payback, is one, the pregame show with Sandow and Sheamus, which case, spoilers, since Sheamus is a babyface and Sandow's been getting the edge over him lately, they're going to have him win. They're going to have Sheamus win. Shocker. You know, heaven forbid, Sandow should deserve a win, you know, or get a push. But, and two, they're promoting the three lane matches of hell between Cena and Ryback, and it's, I mean, really, you want to do 3 stages of hell? The best 3 stages of hell matches, in my opinion, were the first 2. Were Stone Cold and Hunter, and when Hunter wound up going up against Austin, because they plant the matches out perfectly. First one, you do like a regular normal match. Then you could do like a street fight. And then you have the last one be like a cage or a ladder or something that actually amplifies that the last one is serious hell. But instead, what do you got? Huh? What do you got? You got lumberjack match. Yeah, that's not really going to wow me as far as with thinking that's like hell, because the second somebody gets tossed out, second Ryberg gets tossed out, everyone will go and throw him back in. You know, like he's trying to run away. Second Cena gets out, they'll all just be like, hey, here you go, man. Go ahead, hop in. You're the big guy, so you can go ahead and on your own. And then a table match. Now, don't get me wrong. Getting put through a table does hurt. I know that firsthand. But, I mean, hell, that's why I had to quit. Because I got plowed through a table and I didn't brace myself the right way. And I wound up messing myself up. But, you know, just that, I mean, why not have it like where you have something like, where you have them like go and grab and make it like a street fight. Say stage 2 is a street fight or no holds bar or something. You know? But instead, just table. And then the third, ambulance match. Really? Really? I mean, hell, the real main event on that show is going to be Punk versus Jericho. And you're not even really, you're building it up in the promos with Jericho and Heyman, but they're not doing nothing else. I mean, they're not mentioning on any commercials, you know, like they are for the three lanes of hell. And personally, I'd like to see the third stage be Inferno. Just so that way you could say, you know, that gives more of a feel of it being actual hell. But, hey, what do I know? You know, I've only been watching this stuff since I was a little kid, you know? But, anyways, I'm just saying. Even if you got the creative writers in limbo right now, hell, during the writer's strike shit a couple years back, you guys were still pushing out semi-half decent stuff. But, you know, why not have the guys that are actually doing the stuff in the ring, give them a say, have them say, okay, why don't we try this, why don't we try that. Have them talk about what they think would work good. Don't just keep it age restricted with just PG, because honestly, just letting out bitching or ass or hell or damn once in a blue moon, okay, that's all well and good, but actually have action. You know? Hell, Ring of Honor basically does the same kind of PG rating, but you know what? They do really good. Hell, I got my one nephew, my 12-year-old nephew, hooked on Ring of Honor now because of the fact that he actually saw wrestlers wrestle. Not wrestlers spend 12 minutes cutting a promo and then 5 minutes and then have a 5-minute headlock of doom. It's insultive to the real fans. You got the machine fans, the ones that wind up sitting ringside, all wearing the Cena gear, doing, yeah, rise above, rise above. And then you got actual wrestling fans, you know? The ones that are going to go and yell, do a dragon suplex, go and do this, go and do that. You know, actually mention the moves, actually mention guys pass, you know? I mean, hell, I'm just waiting for when Sami Zayn winds up getting pulled up to the main roster and people start doing random Olay chants to him. Because, I don't know, between you and me, that Sami Zayn guy, I think if you put a mask on him, he'd kind of look like that El Generico character that wound up going back to Tijuana to save orphans. But, I don't know, that's just me. But, hey, what do I know? Again, what do I know? I've just been watching this stuff since I was a kid, you know? Anyways, go and make sure to do like normal. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back, watch all the other episodes. Look for me on Twitter at TimVicious. Leave any questions, complaints, concerns, grunts, groans, whatever you want. I don't care if it's good or bad. I built an entire empire on fucking haters, so go ahead. Leave them on down below. Also, make sure you check out all of these cool ass cats right here on Twitter. KCat26. One of these days, me and her, we're gonna wind up having that eventual match. Me and her keep hyping up. Wrestling knee deep in a thing of pudding. She's in a purple morph suit and I'm dressed as Deadpool. Take bets on who you think would win. My brother from another mother, James Steele, JX2001. That Roxy girl underscore is V bitch. James, Roxy, and Vicky on here all have YouTube channels and they do their videos. Make sure you check them all out. They're really good videos. I am Danny Sunday. Yep, like I said, it's going to be the next big thing in wrestling. Make sure you check him out. Mucky Moore, Charmaine, make sure you look for her. Check out her podcast, Wrestle Chat, really good podcast. Ellen Romton82, Yow underscore Cakes, Jerry Suliano, Team Custom Made, Cranky Asshole, Stacy Impact W fans. Stacy, if you want the, I know you got a little pissed last week about the Impact one, but like I said, just please don't hit me here or in the nuts. I kind of need both of them. Legion Lady Aaron and Legion of Nerds. Also, make sure you check out legionofnerds.com. It's E3 week, so they're going to have a whole bunch of new stuff up on there as well. Also, I didn't put them on the list, and I meant to check out Wrestling with Subtitles. They wound up starting its program. They're trying to get subtitles on the wrestling DVDs. I think it's a good idea. If you guys feel the same, please talk to them, see if you can help out in any kind of way. And once again, you love me, great. You hate me, fuck you.